Hi everyone, it's Jason, and welcome to another Doomlings Overlush unboxing. This will be the second time I'm doing a mystery expansion. You can check out the links in the description for the first one I did if you'd like to just see what were some of the cards in there. Otherwise, you can also check out for the full collection. I did a video where I show up all 173 cards in the set that came in a special collector's box you could have purchased through the Kickstarter. Might eventually become available on their store. I won't promise that. As well as any of the Kickstarter or promo cards that were available. But here I'd like to just do another video where I'm going to go through the 4 packs that you're going to get in one of these boxes you can pick up. So you can kind of get to see the different rarities and idea of like the mixtures you're going to get. And just the difference between one pack to the next. And then we're also going to open up one of the mystery foil packs. It's just 7 just gold cards. Which should be very interesting. So this is kind of neat because if you want to collect all the foils, you could opt to just purchase these as opposed to getting 1 per pack. But it's also pretty expensive and you're probably going to get a bunch of duplicates. But we'll get to see if maybe that's worth it. Now, I think those are only available on the Doomling official website. Whereas these big boxes are available, I think right now only in Target, but I'm sure they will hit other retail places later. I think they're waiting for the Kickstarter stuff to start delivering. Alright, so here is pack number 1. Just as a reminder, our rarities. We're going to get 7 commons, which are green, 5 unusuals, which are blue, 2 of either scarce or endangered or legendaries. So 2 of our cards will be one of the 3, and then 1 hull foil of any rarity. So I could potentially get 3 legendaries in a pack. I don't know how often that'll happen, but we'll see what happens. Alright. And I'm kind of just going to flip through all these. I'm not going to read them all because I just did all of them in the full unboxing. But we'll kind of just see what we have here. So we have Caffeinated. All players draw 3 cards, give 1 to their opponent on their right. So it's kind of not bad. And our next common is we have Jungle Rats. We get a Catastrophe right away. We have Noxious. Swapped with purple, minus for red. Bushwhacker. We have a Age card, Legend of Makoko Village. Kapoor. And we have Mandibles, which acts with green. So you have some green cards, a couple of red cards. Now, you don't want to look at these as being, like, oh, if I got this card, it's going to work with this card, because there's no way you're going to ever draw all these cards. We kind of want to look at it as the overall experience of the pack. It's like, what's going to be available? How are they going to work between all 4 packs? Ideally, you're supposed to take all 4 packs, shuffle them together, and then play. I don't even know if it actually says that. Yeah, you're just supposed to shuffle all 4 in there. And then we'll see what happens. So, alright, then we have... Oh, look at this, right off the bat. Boom. This is kind of neat. It says any common or unusual can be replaced with a scarce, endangered, or legendary. So yeah, I got a legendary right off the bat. They replaced one of my commons. Or unusuals. I'm not sure which one. Looks like one of my unusuals. So that's kind of neat. I got an extra legendary. I got Collector. This is actually pretty neat. When you play Collector from your hand, draw 4 cards. You may play one of each color drawn. So definitely powerful. Then we go back to our unusuals. We have Rover. Again, let's just play choosing colors. It's kind of a neat effect. Willow. And then we get an LG Super Bloom, Catastrophe, and another Age. So getting 2 Ages and 2 Catastrophes in 1 pack, I would say, kind of sucks, but we'll see what we get in the other 4 packs. Because also, I don't want to have way too many of each, because then you're going to start getting too many duplicates. Look at this. We drew another legendary right off the bat. So we got 2 legendaries in this 1 pack. That's awesome. We got Ravenous. When you play a red trait, on your turn, draw 3 cards before playing its effect. Then our other rarity is just a scarce, adrenalized, and our foil was a common ear flaps. I don't mind the foils. Personally, I wouldn't try and collect all of them. They're easier to collect, obviously, than the original game where you had to buy a full $25 booster or box to get one random foil, and I think there was only like 10 or 15 of them. So like they were harder to collect. These are going to be a little bit easier if you want, especially because you can buy the foil packs. But even still, it's like how many you're going to end up with so many duplicates, and this isn't a collectible card game where you necessarily need 3 or 4 copies of any card. So having all these duplicates, having 1 or 2 might not be bad. Like, duplicate. Okay, cool, I can double up on some cards. I can maybe make some theme type decks around some stuff. But having too many, I think, would be bad. Alright, pack number 2, we have self-pruning. We have jumpy. Cheek pouches. A 10-eye. So like, this would be one of the ones I could see having maybe duplicates of. You have bugs. Or like any of the ones with little traits. They kind of work as like a group together. So you can start taking the group of these 5 cards, taking another group, you can add them in. And if you had duplicates, you could maybe even make several like quick play setups maybe. That'd be the only thing I think of with duplicates. We have an Earth Sign, Catastrophe, the Great Deluge, and the Trapper Adventurer. Alright, then our unusuals, we have the Dart Frog. We have the Sleepy Frog. We have a dual color, that's awesome. Filter Feeder. Tricky Vines. And Mycelium. Then our rare cards, look at this. We drew a... Oh, it's not a legendary. That's a endangered, but that's still fun. Were these other ones endangered? And I just thought they were like, no, that's a legendary. Oh, the collector was an endangered though. That's still fine though. We did get one legendary in there. We have Pyrofight. But we did get a legendary Glimmering Garden. So I've gotten a legendary in each pack, so it's pretty cool. And our foil is another endangered Prowler, a dominant trait. I don't think we had dominant in the last pack. No, the dominants are yeah, we did. We had 2 at the end. What am I talking about? I think dominants only show up in the higher rarities. All opponents receive -2 for each color they have. The less of the trait in your pile. Yeah, so definitely cool. Alright, pack number 3. So no duplicates so far between packs 1 and 2. This is always fun. So again, you're getting 56 of the cards of the 170. So if you bought 2 full boxes, you would have 112 cards. Plus the 4 foils. But you have 112 regular cards. So you wouldn't be quite up there. You have to buy a 3rd full box to have over 170, which would put you at 170, 178, which would be, I think, how many cards are in the set. A little less, 173. So if you bought 3 full boxes and you got no duplicates, you'd end up having a full collection. But what are the chances of that? We got Trippy, Tenacious, Ear Flaps, Freckles, Harley Quinn Falls, Endless Monsoon Catastrophe, excuse me, and Spores, a group of fun guys and fun gals. Our first unusual is Booming Call, multicolored Bitterberries, and Grooming Claws, and let's say I got another LG Super Bloom, which I already had, and Silk. Then our rares, we have a scarce, we have Spots. But then we did pull another endangered, Hive Mind, and we got another legendary button, another foilable form. So I've technically got a legendary in each pack, so it's pretty crazy. So that's not bad. So I think we got at least 1 duplicate so far. so let's see what we have in pack number 4. Eye stalks, quills, cheek pouches, another tenacious. We have a second one there. Hastrum, a vivacious. One of our cards got replaced with an agile up to a scarce level, so that's pretty fun. Another one got replaced up to super sneaky. So this would be a neat way to be able to get the harder rares. Because if you think you only get 2 per pack, and let's say again, I said if you bought 3 sets, you'd have all of them, but that's 12 packs. So if there's more than 12 rare cards, which I'm sure there are, because there's 4 of each dominant trait, which by itself is more than 12. So being able to get some of these at other rarities can help get some of those. So there's our unusual Age of Envy, Mammoth. Ooh, another dual of this one. Nice, I've hit rock bottom. And then another Mycelium. And then our rare cards, we have Fierce as a scarce. We drew another legendary, Glimmering Garden. So I've gotten 4 legendaries already, at least. That's pretty cool. And then our last actual full card is Fleshy Scales. Alright, so before I open up the gold pack, I want to do this quickly grab because I did do another box. I'm going to pause, come back in a second here. I'm going to see how many duplicates I have between 2 boxes. So one moment. Alright, so after sorting out the full 2 booster boxes, which is 8 packs, in the first pack, I had 5 duplicates that were just in that pack. So, like, first 4 packs, I got 5 duplicates. The second one, I had 5 duplicates that were only in that pack. So that's not terrible. You're talking 56 cards, right? And I got 5 duplicates in each. Not including the extra 4 holo foils. It's just regular cards. So that's not too bad. But then by the time I opened up the second pack, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 additional to those 5. So that's 12, 17 full cards that are duplicates between the 2 from the second pack. So that I already had in the first one as well. So I went from 5 and 5 from each one, which wasn't bad, to 5 in the first one, and then 17 in the other one. So now total, between 112 cards, I have 23 duplicate cards. So yeah, again, not terrible, but that also means, though, like what I was saying, you'd have to buy 3 to have no duplicates just to have the full set. And you'd have only a couple more cards than the maximum number. Obviously, if, like, it jumps from 5 up to 12, it's very possible that, like, if I buy a third one, I would end up with closer to, like, maybe hopefully not 30. Even if I had another 12 full duplicates, I'd probably have to buy 4, and then I'm sure you'd still be missing a couple of especially the legendaries and the rares. So I know, like, each dominant trait has, or each color has, I think, 4 dominant traits. So, like, in colorless, I have 3, and those are always your higher rarities. Those are your, it's endangered or legendary. So I have 3 in that. I have 2 blue, I have 3 red, I have 1 green, 1 purple, and I have 1 colorless. So I am obviously missing a bunch. I don't know exactly what my numbers are for how many rares and all that I have. As for the 8 foils, 2 of them were brand new ones I didn't have, so I could call them, add them to my collection, and the other 6 were all ones that are now duplicates. But it also means, I had, like, a legendary in there, I had a endangered in there, plus another legendary there. So, like, they could help cover some of the ones you're missing, but in the end, you're probably going to end up with, having a bunch of duplicates. So that's just kind of an idea. So if you're looking at buying these, realize if you want to try and collect every single one, unless you have other gamer friends that you can trade cards with, you're going to, bare minimum, have to buy at least 4 boxes. At $25 a piece, that's $100. Just to kind of point that out is to say the original box set, which had, see if it tells me on here, had 167 cards. The original base game set had $25 for 167 cards. So that's kind of the difference you're getting in here, is you're getting 56 cards for the same price as 125. You're going to probably get bare minimum 5-6 duplicates, probably. But then it's also the fact of, if you want to try and collect all of them, it's going to cost you probably, unless you got super lucky, 75, probably at least 100, probably more than that, to try and hunt down the last couple of cards. Again, unless you have some gamer groups that will play or trade cards with you and stuff. But that's what that is. So one other thing to point out, as long as we're looking here. So this is the original base game. So we have base game cards, we have expansion cards in here. And there's a little extra room in here. Here's the issue. Here's set 2. Is that going to fit in there? Just barely, I think. If I pull out these promo cards, I take out this extra box here. So now the thing is, it's all like that. It's all wrapped together. So I bet if I took everything out and I got rid of all of these dividers, and these are my expansions. So this is the full set number 2. This is base game. These are the 5 expansion packs. And these are the Meaning of Life cards. I have a little bit of room left in there. I do have, from the Kickstarter, we have the second Meaning of Life set. Just slide in there. We have the 6 Kickstarter cards plus the extra Kickstarter cards. So yeah, that should have, and I have my foil, my special foil from the first box. So the base game, if you don't sleeve your cards, will fit the entire full first collection, all the expansions, 5 expansions, plus the Meaning of Life cards, plus it'll fit all of set 2 and all the Kickstarter stuff. With a little bit of room left over, if you had a couple extra Kickstarter stuff from the first game, I think there's only like 3 or 4 cards. So it will fit everything. You have to maybe even put a couple on top, you would. But that's just the show. So that is kind of nice. The box will hold everything. But now, of course, the thing is, nothing is sorted out. And again, I don't have anything sleeves. If you wanted dividers in there, you could. If you got rid of the rule book, you could put dividers. But again, every time you put a divider, it's going to take up that much extra room. I do have a couple of rule cards in there, but not that much. Alright, so the last thing we're going to go over with this video is the gold packs. We're going to see what's actually all in a gold pack. Now, these are going to have different rarities. I don't know exactly how they are listed in here. Yes, it says, each Overlush gold pack contains 7 hollow cards of any rarity, common, unusual, scarce, endangered, or legendary. So, there could be a weird chance that I could get, we'll throw this back up there for a sec while I do this. I could get super weirdly lucky and get 7 legendary cards. But it also sounds like I could get super unlucky and get 7 common cards. But again, at least this is maybe a little bit better way to, if you're just trying to collect all the hollow foils, you can buy one of these. But I want to say, I think this pack in itself was like $25. So if it's $25 and one of these boxes is $25 for 4, that's a difference of 3 legendary cards you're not getting. versus the other 56 cards. You're trading 3 foils, sorry, not legendary, foils. You're trading 3 foils for 56 other cards. You know, you really have to be hardcore to want to try and get that. The only reason I even got one is because they gave one to every backer for free. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought one for that price, even just to show off for this video. Like, I like to show off stuff, like, it's kind of neat or whatever, extra things so you guys know what to buy, but I wouldn't have spent $25 on a pack of 7 cards. Especially not something where it's like, I already own them all, or I could get other versions, or just foil versions. But we'll take a look to see what we got. So our first one up is we got Barbos, which is a common. Our second one, we got Swampy, an uncommon, unusual. Third one, we got Antenna, we got another common. Fourth one, we got Ravenous, which is a legendary foil. So I got one legendary foil, which is awesome. Except for the problem is, for me, personally, I already had one of those. I already had that exact foil legendary, so this doesn't help me. I got another usual as the Age of Envy. We got one Sacred with opposable thumbs. And we got Ancient Corruption as unusual. So I got one duplicate that I already had, and that's going to be the other thing that would suck. Again, that's 7 cards a piece to get 170 of them. Well, 70 is 10 packs. You know, so 140 would be 20 packs. And then another 30 would be, what, 3-4 more packs? You have to get like 14 packs, 15 packs. Again, with no duplicates. But since the rarity can be anything, you're not guaranteed to even get your rares or legendaries. You can end up spending hundreds of dollars trying to get these. Again, there should be more if you're trying to collect with other people. You know, some people that bought the boxes don't care about the foils. They could maybe, you know, give you your foils, trade them, buy them from them. Different ways there. But I got a scarce and a legendary. So I basically got almost the same breakdown of a regular pack where I got 2 rare cards. We got the legendary and the scarce. And then I got 3 uncommons and 2 commons. So it's not too bad of a breakdown. You know. Alright, so that's what we have for that. That was the gold pack. So you can determine if that's worth you buying or not. Again, like I said, if it's $25, it's the same price as the other, unless they're having some sort of deal. Where they mark them down at some point. Unless you're just trying to max out getting foils, it's probably better to buy the other one. Then at least, if nothing else, you have all the other cards. Maybe you could resell to other people. Put online, resell for, you know, $15. You know, hey, now you've only spent 10 on a pack. You know, that's up to you. Alright, that's what we got for Overlush expansion. We'll wait and see if they come out with anything else after this. See you guys later. Bye.